Hi guys, Paulina here. We'll be doing some banded press today. So I'll go show you a couple of options of what you can do and how you can progress or regress this exercise as well. What we're planning to do is gradually make this exercise more and more challenging, and you can see the link below in the description to our progression video a little bit later on. So where we start and what do we need? We need resistance bands. And we can have different thickness of resistance bands, so obviously the little thinner one is going to be a little bit less difficult. If the thickness is increasing, that usually means the band is going to have a bit more resistance on it, which would also mean that we've got an exercise progression straight there. So the band, holding it in each hand, putting it behind our back so that we've got it around or underneath the scapula, and then what I'm trying to do is find a wall or anything like a flat surface that I can kind of lean against, and that's just going to help me work out where my elbows and my hands need to be. So I want to start standing nice and straight against the wall, squeezing my elbows or tucking my elbows in, contact with the wall, and then all I'm going to do is push out and then slowly come back in. And depending on what we're working on, the prescription of the exercise will be different, but for basic strength we'll start with 3 sets of 8. So we control that movement nice and slow. Make sure that the band is comfortable in your hand, so you may find that a different grip works better for you. I'm quite comfortable with pushing this position here. And every single time we're trying to tuck the elbows in and come back to a wall. How can we make it more difficult? So as we said, we can change the difficulty by changing the band thickness. And again, I'll do the same. So pop the band on either hand, behind my back, standing against the wall, tucking my elbows in, and I'm pressing forward. And that's much more difficult or much more challenging to press this band now because the resistance is bigger. Okay, a different variation of this exercise, you can also do it in line. So for example, let's say there's no clear walls where you can lean against the doors. You can just do it lying down. So again, the same position. So you'll find that putting the band behind your back is easier now when you're standing. Then you're going to lower yourself down onto the mat, lie down in that position here, and you can see that Jack is joining in because I'm lying down. So hopefully you won't be away too much to complete it. Starting in the same position. Come on, Jack. Sit down, mate. Good boy. So starting in the same position, tucking your elbows in, and you're trying to press up. Again, from this position here, slowly coming back down, elbows stacked in all the time. And the progression will be exactly the same. So what we want to do as a progression is just get our resistance band that's thicker and change it to that. So I'll show you how to change the band if John gives me that. Come on, mate, I need that. So changing the bands to progress the exercise difficulty, right behind my back or underneath my scapula again, lying down, tucking my elbows in and pressing up. And now slow and controlled on the way down, up, slow and controlled on the way down. So there we go, this is our first beginner introduction of the press against the band resistance. And what we're going to do is we'll, over a couple of weeks, a couple of sessions, we'll show you progressions and we'll move that on. So hope you enjoy and hope you stay with us to see the links in the description below and follow the progressions and get stronger.